Hey guys, I'm Morthadon, and we are back for Parasyte the Maxim, episode 15. So, last time we had we had Uda return, right? And he helped catch the investigator that was looking into Shinichi. They talked to him, then they explained everything to him, had an interesting conversation. The guy was talking about like Shinichi becoming a lab rat and, helping humanity by letting them examine him and stuff like that, but then Migi made the good argument of being like he is just a high schooler still and everything. Granted, Migi is always interested in self-preservation, but doesn't mean that it didn't have a point what it was saying. Um, so I kind of agreed with both sides, right? It could be good for humanity to study a bit, but the problem is humanity goes overboard, which means he would probably lose all of his freedoms and everything. If somehow there could be a compromise where he like lets some scientists analyze him a bit, but then he still gets to continue his normal life, I feel like that'd be like one of the best compromises. But either way, we had Reiko, her new name Tamura Reiko, or Tamiya Ryoko. The names are so similar it messed me up almost. Um, she's back in the picture. She's the one that hired the investigator. She talked to Shinichi, and they definitely don't see eye to eye, and she definitely went out using her baby as a shield and left. So certainly some interesting things going on. Also with her like urge to laugh when she didn't really like want to or choose to. It was like a innate desire within her body, which made me go on a whole spiel of like, could emotions be awakening in her? Like, could she eventually feel something like, rather than just being like cold and analytical and having no feelings, could she be developing feelings? And it started with this, laughter kind of thing. But just because she develops feelings too, doesn't mean she's going to be a good guy. So, certainly some interesting stuff, but let's start this episode and see where we go from here. All right, we're going to start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. Hmm. They hire someone to watch people? They're following the man, huh? Not Ryoko? Who is that? Don't follow him down a creepy walkway. You're gonna get eaten, dude. They're both gonna be parasites. Oh, fuck. They're gonna know they're being followed. Or did he eat the girl? Is that what happened? Yep. He did, didn't he? Well, alright. We also had last episode Shinichi, being so pissed at Ryoko that he ran away and said, like, get out of the way, humans. Definitely an interesting choice for him to make, a thing to say. Obviously, he wasn't thinking rationally, but that means there's a subconscious level of his thinking that thinks of himself as different from humans, right? The way he said that. So are both of those Ryoko? I could be wrong, but was one Ryoko and one Reiko the two different appearances? Or is that someone different that just looks kind of similar, right? Rest in peace, Kana and Mom. All right. Uh-oh. Saw the episode title. Something wicked this way comes. Is this the investigator guy? Migi. Huh? So it was a lackey of that guy that went investigating. Okay. Hmm. Oh. Uh-oh. Are they using this spot as like a feeding place? Or is this the same guy that changed his face? Uh-oh. So he's gonna eat even though he knows one is there? She couldn't sit by. Oh, well. Shit. Alright. Fight separately. 2-on-1. She's just recording it. It's definitely not good that Shinichi's on video, though. Alright. That looks crazy. The better mount. Oh. Alright. Got some solid hits in. Is that enough? Is he done? Did the heart get hit? It seems like he's just hurt. Yeah. It was just a slash. Just that sound of. Oh my god! Did he just get bisected? Yeah. Should have freaking. If they would have engaged, he might not have had time to kill her. Right? Rather than saying, like, hey, stop. You just fight immediately. You know, you need to take care of that video though, unless you use it somehow. And he was all for. It's like, who's the human now, right? In that moment, where he was all for ready to watch the guy eat it, like record him eating a human. They're gonna use it, maybe. Hmm. And destroy it. Oh, well, yeah. I mean, exactly. He was definitely. I mean, if anything, there's a better way to go about it than what he was doing. But he got someone else killed. You know, that's humanity for you. Exactly, Migi. Very fickle. Go back on what they say. You know, they have they have all the motivation in the world until it they realize that they could suffer a lot of consequences, and then all of a sudden, all that motivation's gone. Humans are crazy. Hmm. You're gonna start fighting any other human. Yeah, I mean, Migi will always protect Shinichi, so, I mean, even if Migi says it doesn't want to help, all Shinichi has to do is put Migi in a situation where it has to help. Oh, is he gonna hear in on this? So awkward. It's like waves. Hmm. Oh, so it wasn't the guy changing faces. Hmm. So that's their strategy for feeding is go into a parking garage and eat. How's that any different than anything they were doing before? This is their organized feeding method? Just in his underwear playing piano. Goto. Hmm. What is this? Where are we? What? Is this inside him? Yeah. Is this just a dream? Alright, it was just a dream, but I wonder if there's any truth to it. I wonder if, like, little parts of Migi have any kind of, like, intelligence inside them, you know? If Migi said they shouldn't have any intelligence, they're just running through his bloodstream and everything now, right? Giving him his strength and all that. Oh, uh-oh. Shinichi's gonna experience a loss here soon. I think he's too easy. Three of them. Okay, yeah, that's dangerous. Yeah, can't fight at the school. Don't follow, don't follow. No, don't follow him! She's gonna learn some shit. Yeah, but how do you separate them unless they separate themselves? Oh, fuck, that's not good. I'll be out for hours. What? So inconvenient that you can't, like, plan ahead. Like, sleep now and then wake up when it's necessary to be awake kind of thing. Or, like, obviously not sleep now, but... He's gonna run the whole time? Just... When Migi goes to sleep, the signal is more faint, right? So maybe they wouldn't be able to follow him as easy? I don't know if that means it decreases the range, though, right? Like, when Migi's asleep, is the range 200 meters down to 100? Uh-oh. Oh, this is one of them. He managed to follow. No. No, Shinichi! No! They can fake it! Shinichi! Yeah, well, you gave away your... They can fake it, though. He might not be trying. Oh, he's getting worn down. Have we seen him get worn down? Alright. Could it be one of them? Oh no! He doesn't have Migi, suspicious of everyone! Damn, already almost 4 hours? Uh-oh. It's just gonna be the guy again. Nope. He jumped right off. Hmm. Interesting. There's in him! There's 3 of them in him! Miki for 3. Oh, shit. Shit. Oh, this is gonna be crazy. So does that make him more hungry? Does he have to feed all 3 parasites separately? Or does the one, like, do they just all get nutrients when the body eats? I don't know. But yeah, so he has 3. Do they all have their own personality in there? Like, can they all talk separately? Or, I don't know. I'm curious about how he works. But yeah, that's crazy. So that wasn't even... Unless maybe they have different faces. Like, the one playing the piano, maybe that one took over for a time and made him look different. Because he was at the piano and he said Goto, and then he said, can you have Miki? Like, they talked about Miki in that scene. So now that we know there's 3 parasites in one body, is that, is Goto in there and Miki's in there, and then the third has a name? I don't know. That is it, guys, for episode 15. But yeah, maybe they like take turns and stuff like that. But yeah, so we had the beginning with the investigator, and they ended up running into, or they had the investigator had his lackey go missing, right? That's what it was. So that's how they went to the parking garage. They discovered the feeding zone for the mayor, which that's ridiculous to me. That big group of parasites with all the intellect that they have there decided on the best way for them to feed is to lure people into a parking garage that anyone could follow them, like what happened with the one investigator guy, and eat them there. That's ridiculous. That's literally the same thing that they've been doing this whole time, is just luring people into alleys and places they think are abandoned to eat them. Like, I mean, I guess the only difference is that they have a cleaning crew that seems to clean it up after, right? But really that's the only difference. You'd think you would have like a specific place, like locked away, sealed away, where you can do this, and maybe not like pick up chicks in bars and stuff like that. Just try to find, like, I don't know. It's fucked up for me to sit here and try to think about ways to farm humanity, right? But straight up they could, I don't know. It's I feel like there is a much better way. At the very least, a better location. Be like, hey, you want to come back to my place if you're gonna pick up like a chick like that? And then she goes there, and it's a safe, locked room where you're not gonna be followed. Kind of. I mean, I guess you could still be followed to the location, but at least not inside, right? Either that or like kidnap people, take the homeless, people that people aren't gonna care about, find a way to get prisoners, maybe, more people that society doesn't care as much about, kind of thing. um Something like that, something other than just picking up chicks off the street and carrying them to a parking garage, or not carrying, but yeah, anyway, we had the investigator guy say he's in over his head. They destroyed the tape recording that they made this episode, and he's moving on. He has a wife and a kid, which I agree. I think that is a logical choice to make. Like, he can't stand up against these parasites, and it seems like the only way he knows how to investigate is to just stalk them, right? And that's just incredibly dangerous, whether you're sending someone else to do it for you and getting them killed like he did, or going and doing it yourself and getting yourself killed. It's like, maybe if you had a better way of investigating, like maybe, obviously he doesn't know where they would have went, but maybe that parking garage, right? Like, instead of being risky and going down into a dark abandoned place like that, you play it safe, you stay back and you watch, and maybe he would have seen the cleaning crew come later and clean up the mess, kind of thing, and then he would have been suspicious. And then, like, hours and hours later, he could have gone down there when no one else is there watching, looked, and who knows, maybe they could have, like, I don't know what time period this is set up in. I'm trying to remember, like the phones and computers and stuff, but either way, like, I'm sure there's some kind of, like, camera, like, security camera system they could have set up, and set up some, like, hidden cameras down there. And, like, I guess they don't know that they would have been coming back again, right? But maybe if you watched it long enough, you might be able to say, oh, look, another person is luring a girl down here. Oh, look, another person is luring a girl down here, kind of thing. I don't know. Like, I feel like taking it a little slower might have been the better approach. I feel like there's probably ways you could investigate without getting so close, without getting so hands-on, kind of thing. But if he's not capable of doing that, then in my opinion, yeah, he should just quit, before he gets himself killed, he should think about his family first. So I'm okay with him quitting the way he did, even being a hypocrite, because that's just part of humanity. Like Migi said this episode, that's humans for you. He just gave this long speech last episode about doing what's right for humanity, and now he has the chance to investigate these people and everything, and he bailed out, so that's just how humans are. But yeah, we had another awkward interaction with Satomi and Izumi. He stopped, smiled, and waved, and she's like, I don't understand him, and ran away. I don't really understand like that, you know? Obviously, I don't know, I guess Shinichi being, like, refused to talk before, in her eyes, because of Migi, he refused to talk, but in her eyes, it was just that he refused to talk to her, and then suddenly was being nice again. I guess that's the thing of, like, it's almost like Shinichi has multiple personalities because of Migi holding him back in some instances. That's what makes him seem so different and everything. So I guess I can see it, but yeah, she kind of like started putting pieces together. Maybe I don't know where he used a similar line when he was saving her to now. I wonder if she suspected that he was going to go out and fight again or something in a way. Although she didn't really know that he fought before. So I wonder really what it is that she's thinking. But it seemed like she kind of tied the two incidences together, this one and that one. So will she draw some kind of conclusion? Like, fortunately, she didn't follow because I was worried she'd get hurt. But I do feel like at some point she's going to witness something, and it's going to cause them to have a conversation, and Migi's going to finally have to accept that we just have to trust this person, right? Because Shinichi's not going to let you kill her. So, but despite Shinichi's feelings about humanity and kind of having these different thoughts and stuff of like calling people humans and almost like he sees himself as different from them and everything now, he still wants to protect as many as he can and all that. And now he's getting more like where I thought the show was going to go from the beginning when I saw him get this like super powered hand and he started fighting. I thought it was going to go that like, oh, I'm going to be a hero and save people kind of thing, like typical like anime protagonist gains powers and now just wants to save everyone. It kind of took up until this point, but now he's kind of there where he's like, I can take these guys out as long as I fight them one on one. But I think he got a little too gung ho about it. I think Migi is right where he needs to step back, calm down, really think about this. And like Migi falling asleep in that moment was one of the worst things ever. And I mean, I guess it's just something where suddenly Migi has to sleep. When it was first explained, I was like, okay, that's fine. Like, while he's at school, Migi can sleep, and that way when shit hits the fan, Migi can be awake. But it seems like it doesn't work like that. It seems like Migi just suddenly gets tired and falls asleep. It's not something that you can, like, preemptively sleep to fix, So that's rough, man. Ugh. But having to see Shinichi be, like, paranoid of everyone because he doesn't have that, like, radar to detect people and all that seems it was pretty crazy. It was a side of that aspect of living in this world that we hadn't seen yet from Shinichi, because most of the time we have Migi there to scan, right? Or usually he's in like a safe situation where even if Migi's asleep, he's not really thinking about it, right? But because he had it on his mind, he's like, "Is the dog? Is this guy? Is this guy one?" And it was very like I felt nerve wracking for him because it could have been like all he knew was there was three signals and he already saw one, but he didn't know where the other two were. What if they were in that car, luring him to a spot? What if they had this all like planned and calculated? I don't know, but yeah, definitely excited to see the next episode though with this fight. See how Shinichi handles it. Luckily, Migi's awake and everything, so hopefully we'll have that to help. But yeah, really the only other thing is the nightmare. Like, it felt like it felt like we were inside his body, and like that was like the remnants of Migi, like that are funneling through his body, and it almost seemed like it had its own personality a little bit, but then like transitioned back into like the Migi voice, and then he woke up. Like, obviously it could just be a nightmare, but I wonder if there is going to be something as the show goes on that Migi's wrong, and some of those little bits of him in there do have personality, and could any of them actually try to go for the brain or something, and take over Shinichi, or have they already started to try to, and that's why Shinichi's the way he is, and why he feels like he's like, whenever like emotional stuff happens, he feels like he's splitting apart. Is that like his human side trying to reject the little bits that are there, like trying to take over kind of thing? I don't know. But I wonder if that dream is foreshadowing anything or if it's just a nightmare. I guess we'll see as we watch more. But yeah, I think that'll be it for me, guys. Looking forward to the fight next episode. We'll have to see what happens there. Can Shinichi take on 3v1 essentially? You know, we'll find out. But thank you guys so much for watching. Hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed. Check out my Patreon if you want to see 2 episodes ahead. You can do so through the early access tier, as well as Patreon show stuff on there if you want some extra content from me. Links in the description, or it should be popping up on the screen. Thank you guys so much, and I will see you in my future reactions. Bye-bye.